Okay, so today we're just doing a quick video to show you guys a new product that we've got called Resetea, which is a little bit different to some of our other products. Resetea is a visual timer, and in addition to showing a sequence of tasks or activities, it also will count down the time in those tasks and activities. So Resetea was really designed for individuals who have difficulty understanding the passage of time, perhaps because of intellectual disability, autism, or other cognitive conditions such as dementia or memory loss. So it can help those individuals who have difficulty perhaps understanding or knowing what's coming next and might feel anxious about that, to be able to both know what's coming next but also monitor visually how much time they've got to spend in an activity, or perhaps it helps with self-organisation because they know that they need to finish their task in an allotted time in order to be able to move on to the next thing and have something done in a certain time frame. So Resetea comes with the hardware, which is this visual timer here, and then it also comes with templates. So the templates, you get a series of hard copy templates, but you've also got the file that you can have on your computer so that you can create as many of your own templates as you want at any time, right through from one task templates through to 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on up until 12 increments, and the timer is set up to manage each of those. So what you would do first is, using your template, you would use either board maker symbols, or you would use real life photos, or you would use other types of symbols, whatever you like to demonstrate, and that includes genuine pictures of the person that you've then uploaded. And you would make your task sequence depending. So it might be how long they need to sit in a hairdresser's chair for, or it might be how long they need to do maths before they get to have some reward time on the iPad. Or it might be some activities of daily living. So I know I need to finish my shower and getting dressed in this time frame before I'm able to sit and watch TV before I go to school and work. Or it might be orientating an older person to their daily activities, or it could be more abstract than that. So color coding, and perhaps you're a therapist working with a client, maybe you want to color code tasks, and the person that you're working with will then know how long they're spending on the yellow task, the red task, the blue task, and so on. So the way that Resetea works, once you've done your template, always has to be plugged into the wall. You turn it on at the button on the side. Now in the video that you're seeing, you'll notice that there's a flicker. That's purely because of filming it, but in real life there isn't a flicker that you can noticeably discern, so try to ignore that as much as possible. So the first thing you'll see is this screen, and what it's asking is how many tasks are in your sequence. So we're going to use the 3 task sequence. On the side there are settings buttons, and so the first thing you want to do is use the up arrows to tell it that you want 3 tasks, and you can see that it's separated the whole timer into those 3 tasks. So yep, 3 tasks, okay. Then it'll ask you how much time you want to spend on each task. So for this example, we're just going to spend 2 minutes on each task. So 2, okay. Then you'll go to the next one and it'll highlight the one that you're setting in blue. You can see the blue middle one referring to getting dressed. So I'm going to leave that at 2 as well. But you can have every increment be a different time increment. Okay. And for this timer, you can set time increments from 1 minute through to 60 minutes. So unfortunately, nothing in just seconds, nothing under a minute, and no half minutes. Okay, so once you've done that, you slide your schedule, your visual schedule, into the timer within the plastic sleeve. And then once you're ready to go, you press OK. It immediately starts the timer, so not only does it light up the task that the person is currently engaging in white, but along the bottom there's a second time countdown indicated by the blue lights, which gradually will light up along that whole period of 2 minutes. Usually you would just let it go, and you can also lock these buttons on the side by pressing and holding the top button, which will mean that the person, if they're someone who tends to grab out and reach for buttons, will not be able to change or skip through any tasks. But if you want to change and skip through any tasks, say the person finishes the first task before that 2 minutes are up, then you can use the up arrow button and move on to the next task. So the first task will stay red and its time bar will be completely full to indicate that that's finished, and then the next activity will be backlit in white. So you obviously would leave it, but you can skip again. And then the last task is their reward activity. So that's one way to set it up, but you can have it set up in any way with any tasks that you want, and it will move through. And it will just finish when it finishes, or as mentioned, you can also force it to finish. When you press OK again, it'll go back to the start and it's ready to do that sequence with those time increments again. If you want to set up a different sequence, then you press the reset button at the start and just simply swap over to something else that you wanted to do. So that's Resetea visual timer. Place it on the table, or there are mounting holes at the back. You can also mount it on the wall. So just another unique twist on using visual timers and helping to understand task sequences.